The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Greetings. I have lost concentration!
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell! My weapon does nothing!
You're in my way.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. Well, this is odd. My weapon is useless.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad. Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away from the fighting in the south. They do send their best wishes. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time. Good. She's talked about you ever since she saw you at a fair in Denerim. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle. I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going. Now don't make me choose between fighting you or the Tairna. Your mother is the one I'm frightened of. This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Teyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope. They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about. I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone? In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone. Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner. Then let us meet in the morning. I will seek you out before Sir Gelmore's testing. Until the morning, then.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
On it.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the... I fear your hound has the key and is threatening to leave. No matter how the maids try to keep... You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. I'm not willing... You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he can... At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled. Shall we? Just follow the yelling. When Nan's up...
Get that bloody mud out of...
But, mistress...
If I can't get into that larder, I'll
calm down.
You and you! Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down. If I looked it any tight...
Oh, dear.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the Turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate.
Nan, please.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with the castle. You two, stop standing there like idiots.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even... He does seem like he's trying to tell you something.
Victory will be ours! Ow, that one bit me! That one almost made it into my boot. We must fight!
Right.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad... Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't... I've seen larger. They come up from the... But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more...
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into the... Oh, don't even start with the sad eye. Here then, take these pork bits and don't... Thank you, my lord. That's right, you two, quit... Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes? Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the...
Miserable old...
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining. Oh, there's no need for that. Don't...
She's got eyes in the back.
Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more... Don't start with me. But what about you? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope? To be truly good is doing right by others, even... Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you? The dog that bit? Yes. You remember how it begins? You'd think... Before our fathers' fathers came down, a warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the... The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he? When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be... Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Now, what should you carry from this tale? Didn't I teach you not to make... But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave, hmm? It's a story... Be off with you then.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and... Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is hand... Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner.
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon. You're too kind, dear boy.
Right in front of your family.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding...
It's good to see you again, my lord. You will be missed.
And this is my lady-in-waiting.
It is a great honor, my lord.
Don't look now, Eleanor.
Lady Lan...
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
As it...
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear.
Perhaps we'll...
Good evening.
really going to be a war, Papa?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise.
I wish victory was indeed so certain.
Don't frighten the boy, love. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
Really? Was he...
Shh, Oren.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come? Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it. I wish you could come. It'll be time.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs.
Mother and Father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side. Word from the south is that the battles have gone well.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two. Then the Jarl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backward. Well, I'd better get underway. So many... Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
I keep telling you, no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front...
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
I agree.
Now that is a good...
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
My lord! Help me! The castle is under attack!
On your guard! There's fighting more dying, blast you!
Shall we? This should be easy enough. Time for some fun.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us? You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. And trust his mercy. Let's check on them quickly. Perhaps we can salvage some things here, Doc. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk. No! My little Oren. I was not even taking hostages. He... Oh, poor Fergus.
As you wish.
I'll go.
This is our home!
Let's get started.
Will not fall to the likes of you. Take that! There is hope yet.
On it. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
This should be easy enough.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere. Don't be foolish. The front gates. That's where your father must be. Listen, darling. If we can't find your father, you must get out of here alive. If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants entering the larder to then survive.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lord!
They can guide me!
It's either you or me, and it's gonna be me. Look at this mess. I love it. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
If that is what you wish.
Warden senses tingling.
I do not fear death. I have nothing else to lose. Right on.
Right away.
This should be easy. Only one shall stand! It's either you or me, and it is gonna be me. Look at this! Right. Let's make this quick, shall we? Move and parry. Strike it. Here we go! Time for some fun! This should be easy enough. Only one shall stand! Where is everyone else? Right.
I'm busy at the moment.
You had it coming! Only one shall stand!
Right away. If that is what you wish. Beware. I see your enemy.
It's just me over the I think you have a shot. Less fighting, more dying! Blast you! This should be easy enough. You never had a chance. Right. Stay still!
Go! Man the gate! Keep those Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could... If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants'
Bless you, Sir Gilmore.
Make her watch over us all.
As you wish. Let's get started. Enemies approaching. On it. As you wish.
If that is what you wish. Get out of my way!
This should be easy enough.
Where's the turn? Does he live?
Make her help us all! We're gonna die!
Warden's senses tingling.
We're under attack!
Stop them! I will kill them all myself!
Is that all you've got?
You a new one.
How dare you come here! I will drive you from our land myself!
We're under attack!
To battle! We fight for our home!
We're under attack!
As you wish. Let's make this quick, shall we? On it. Right.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right. He can't get away.
Bryce, we must get...
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Once Hal's men break through the gate,
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened. If he lives...
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here.
The castle is surrounded.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle, getting past.
You are Duncan, then?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach...
My younger son helped me get here. Make...
I am not surprised. I fear your thanks are premature.
Whatever is to be done now, it...
Duncan, you are under no
I will, your lordship, but...
Anything!
What is happening here, pale? I came to your castle seeking a recruit.
I understand.
Truthfully, you were... I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened.
So long as justice.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I'm sorry, but...
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go.
We must leave quick.
Bryce.
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery.
Darling, go with Duncan.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. So we all die? No. Your place is now with the Grey...
I'm so sorry.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met. Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father. News from the north has been unreliable. What's happened?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Apparently he and his men are scouting in the wilds. Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say.
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight...
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but...
Disappointed?
I'd hoped for a war like in the Tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose that I must go before Loghain sends out a search.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Absolutely. We sent a call to the Grey Wardens of Orlais. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to that end we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to be... The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. Your hound can stay with me while I attend. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now. I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest. By orders of Tairn Loghain. The tower... I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out. Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. Makers.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Good luck to...
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Warden. Tairn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles. But the king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible? That's how the Tairn feels. He'll do what the king... The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. She's the Tairn... He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish. You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was... King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss it. I suppose, as long as we talk... The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. Cailan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the... You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet? The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? Here for the... Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the prey. Then...
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need? Alistair can help you with those. I have...
You there.
Please do not disturb
What's
our
your
hounds.
name?
We feed them well tonight.
Go tell Tairn Loghain that the war party...
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
Send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from Darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden. is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the...
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of... Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front line. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems... Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, it's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages... That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world. But I'm certain Duncan has more.
Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside it, go without.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be... Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies? I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find it myself. Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Ward... I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up. Let me know what you'd like.
Life is fleeting, you... No? That pretty face could be...
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supply? Let me know what you'd like.
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no?
Hello again. Is there something you need? So long as you keep...
That course of action is inadvisable.
Welcome, young man. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provide... Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? It is those with magical talent attract... Even those with minor talents attract harm. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from thee. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous. You might feel differently were you a mage. Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need us? The Tranquil have learned their runes. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyric. Runes exist that hold the power of the Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. Goodbye.
On it.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your son.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade. The Fade is the realm of dreams, and regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are...
Scourge of Shadow. Watch over Ferelden, the Holy Man, Holy Andraste. In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor. Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the name... You may not want to remain here long, Warden.
You need to convince them. We've got to... The Grey Wardens will...
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds. The commander who brought him here did...
You can feel it, can't... They'll come out of that forest and spread.
That's quite enough.
They were...
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. No. They put someone like me... I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed... Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I... That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. I can't just let him go, can I? The probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. and I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna...
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessing. My belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Welcome, young man.
Indeed, the brand is a minor price to pay. The irony, perhaps, is that that course of action is inadvisable.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of...
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the... So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Dark... When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for... Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwell... Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see one of them. You do? If you have any questions, let me...
I should be going. I'm behind as it is, I'm afraid.
What now?
Welcome, young man. That course of action is inadvisable.
Soldiers of Parathis, my sisters, we stand here on the...
You found Alistair, did you? Good. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up...
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields...
She forced you to sass the maids, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't...
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go... This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this here is Daveth, a fellow.
That's me.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan's singing.
Now then, since you're all here, you four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve the old treaties, if you're curious. Promise it. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with. No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seals...
I don't understand. Why leave such...
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Watch over your charges, Alistair.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your...
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you.
We are that awesome. On it.
You're mine! Only one shall stand! As you wish. Next. Less fighting, more dying! Blast you!
On it.
Have at you! Show me what you got! This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground.
I have bandages.
Thank you.
Did you hear? An entire patrol...
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be...
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us...
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in...
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. That's...
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee...
You see, Sir Knight, we might die.
That is...
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So...
Right away.
Let's get started. On it. Right. Time for a little cleanup. Move and parry, strike and kill! On it.
Well, you asked for it. Don't say I didn't warn you!
Excellent!
As you wish.
What?
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive. Even more Darkspawn.
Time for some fun! On it.
Right. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? On your guard! Victory shall be mine!
Any last words?
As you wish. On your guard! Show me what you've got! Desperation is an ugly perfume!
Don't say I didn't warn you! Let's spread some glory!
This should be easy enough.
Make you not like death much?
Right.
On it.
That flower, white with a red center. The Kennel Master at Ostagar was asking about those. The Kennel Master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from... At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him...
Right.
Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood. On it.
Right away.
Stay still! Is that all you've got?
Dead yet? Don't say I didn't warn you! Let us grab some glory!
Do not falter!
Let's make this quick, shall we? On your guard! It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me.
On it.
Have at you. Yeah. That's it. Right then. To the death. Aha! Fear is your weakness. Here we go.
That was most painful. I will need bandaging.
Right. Let's get started.
Well, well. What say you, Scavenger or intruder? Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim... I have watched your progress for some time. And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be near.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
She's a witch of the wild, she is.
You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. Now that is a proper civil greeting. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest?
Here no longer. You stole them.
How very eloquent. How did...
Quite easily, it seems. Those dogs...
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. Yes, my mother.
A thieving, weird-talking lot.
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as... If you wish, I will take you to my mother.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance.
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you were here. Have I been dishonest?
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle...
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear. Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it...
Follow me then. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes to...
She's a witch, I tell you. We should...
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make...
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
They did not come to listen to...
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected...
You...
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Oh, do not mind me.
Time for you...
Do not be ridiculous.
Oh, very well.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scroll.
Were they what?
I don't think so. They might be apostates.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. As could any Darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen.
Let's go then.
I agree.
Then let us begin.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had...
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what...
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than you saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die.
I've just never faced a foe I could not
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood, and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures?
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Since the beginning, the Grey Wardens have been charged with finding those who are strong. Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words... Davith, step forward. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning